Okay, so we're going to use now what we've just calculated, our angles, in terms of sine, cos and tan, to help us then determine the length of AB in third problem. Now AB is this side, isn't it, of this triangle here. And what is usually the case, right, when you've got two triangles stuck together, if you want to work something out, if they're asking you to work out something on this side, for instance, belonging to this triangle, you usually have to focus on the other triangle first, right? That's how it usually works. So if we focus on this triangle, okay, we'll work something out. Now, we've got to ask ourselves, what's worth working out? We know this side is 7, okay, we know that angle 60. You've got to ask yourselves, is it worth working this side out? And I'd say probably not. The side I would work out is this side here, okay, this side, because this side links the two, doesn't it? And if I got this side, I can then use this side then to determine the this side here, all right? So, if I focus on this side, of course, this will be my opposite, won't it? Opposite the angle 60 degrees. This will be my hypotenuse, opposite the right angle. And then this side then will be my adjacent, next to the angles, right angle and the angle. Now, I know O, and it's A that I'm trying to find out. So O and A. So with SOHCAHTOA, okay, it's clear then it's the tan I want, yeah? Because O and A I'm going to use. So tan of the angle, which is 60 degrees, will equal opposite, which is 7, divided by the adjacent, okay, which I want to work out. Now the good thing is, tan 60, we know, don't we, tan 60 is root 3, so I can put that in straight away, right? Root 3 equals 7 over A. And of course, to get A, you need to think then, we need to sort of swap these, don't we? Swap them around. Okay. You know, you take the A up, don't you? Because you're dividing by A. Take it up and times. So it'll be A times this root 3. But then you take the root 3 back down. So A equals 7 divided by root 3. Okay, that's what A is. Now, that's okay, right, as it is. You might want to think about rationalising this. It might help to rationalise it. Sometimes we have this as an answer, and it might be difficult to use later on. So we could say rationalise. And what I mean by rationalise, because you've got a root on the bottom, a third on the bottom, we'd say rational on the bottom. So we can rationalise it by timesing top and bottom by root 3. Easily done. 7 times root 3 is 7 root 3. And then root 3 times root 3, of course, is root 9, which is 3. So it's always the number inside the root. And we've rationalised it now. The denominator is no longer irrational. That might help. So we worked that out to be 7 root 3 over 3. Okay? Now, there are a couple of ways to work out AB, right? But the way I'm going to focus here is using these trig values which I worked out in the last video. Okay? So on this triangle now, of course, that's my opposite side, isn't it? Opposite the 45. Hypotenuse there, because it's the longer side, opposite the right angle. And then my adjacent is that, same as we had adjacent in the last triangle. So with SOHCAHTOA this time, I'm going to use A, but I want H, don't I? Yeah, I want that side. So A and H would be cos, yeah? So cos 45 equals A, which is 7 root 3 over 3. So it's actually a fraction now we're putting as A, which is okay. Over then H, which I don't know, I want to work out. Okay? So we've got that there. Now, cos 45, of course, we know is 1 over root 2. Okay, so we can write that there. And what I can do with this as well, when you've got a fraction on the top, you can just bring that 3 down, right? So, because ultimately, a fraction on the top, that number should be on the bottom, so you just bring it down. So that could be rewritten as 7 root 3 over 3h. Okay? Just bringing it down, and you obviously times it by the h, because it belongs on the bottom. And then when you've got this, remember now I want to get h, but what we can do is, we could sort of like take things across to the other side. So this 3h here we're dividing by, if I take it over to the side, I can times the top. So 3h dividing by 3h, take it over, I times on the top there, and this is 1 there, isn't it? So 1 times 3h would just be 3h. But the other thing I can do as well, this root 2 on the bottom here, because I'm dividing by root 2, I can take it over to the side, and times by root 2, okay? And then, of course, when you've got that, well, you've got thirds times together, you can just put them under one square root. So that would be 3h equals 7 root 6. And then to get h, finish off, of course we need to divide by that 3. And we've got our answer to quite a sort of challenging question there.